What's up, everybody? It is Pilot 83 here. We're going to do a ILS landing. This is going to be a tutorial on how to do the ILS landing in the Pmdg 737. This is also going to do the autoland at the same time. So ILS/autoland. So just a few simple things we need to do. We are going through our approach right now. We just hit it, or we're actually turning on it actually. We just left our top of descent. If we go over here to our init reference, we can see our flap speeds. We can see our ILS frequency that we are going to need to key in from our flight plan, and we can also see our course. So we're going to go ahead and key in that course that we see down there. We're going to put up here in the course selector. We're going to put 285. Now if we come down here to the center panel, we go to these boxes that say nav. We're going to go ahead and key in that frequency. And after we key it in, we're going to click this right here. We're going to swap it from standby to active. Okay, we're also going to put it in on the right side in just a second. Doesn't matter when. Let me come over here real fast. I need to check this. So like I said, we have our course there. Go down here to legs. Alright, if we look at our altitude and our speed, we're going to go ahead and drop down. We are not far out from the airport, so let's go in 7,000 feet. Let's go and set this. $1,200 feet. That looks good. Let's go ahead and drop our speed on down. Go ahead and turn on our landing lights. Okay, let's go in back down here. Let's go and key in this frequency in the co-pilot side, and we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to hit swap, make it active. Alright, so you will need to have both autopilots on. So you notice right here when I click both autopilots, one goes off. The reason that is because we have to wait for the magenta diamond to appear. We're only going to see one for the approach. It will only be on the right side. So we will not have one at the bottom. So once that appears and it centers up and we catch it, we're going to click approach. Then once that locks, then we'll click the second autopilot. So we'll need autopilot A and B on. So for all this to work, we'll have one autopilot on. Then we will click approach when we are centered with the diamond. Then we'll click autopilot 2. Then both autopilots will turn on, but they both will have to be on. Y'all will see me do that in just a minute. Watch our speed here, we're going a little fast. Got some flaps there. We'll put our landing gear down in just a moment. Change our range. But yeah, this is going to be real simple. We're literally going to be clicking just like 4 things for this to work, guys. This is so easy to do. You just got to make sure you have your flight plan set up where you're going to a ILS runway. You have to have that ILS runway to have that frequency, and you have to have that frequency keyed in. Like I said, when we key that in that nav box that I did just a minute ago. Alright, give a little air brake. Use that a little bit to slow us down. We look good now. We ain't got to worry about that. So if y'all were taking notes, if you want to write down anything, like I said, you want to go to init reference, get that ILS frequency, put in the course as well into the course selector up there. Be sure you have it in left and right frequency on your center console. I don't know if that's necessarily required. From when I was reading in one of these manuals, it said to key it in both. So for realism, I'm going to go ahead and key in both. We do not need this when we land. You can use it. I personally do not. I think it's kind of in the way. I'd rather just use the HUD in front of me. Got a couple buddies out there flying. But yeah, so we're looking good right here. We're about to be making our last turn before we are headed straight to the runway. And then at that point we will do the rest of this. We got a nice descent happening. And as y'all can see, we already have our magenta diamond appearing there. We're only going to have one just for the approach. We're not going to have one for a localizer like you do with the Airbus for this type of ILS. Got our gear down. I love the sound difference when you put the gear down. Go and slow ourselves down. 50 knots. Alright, descending to 3,000. We're going to capture this glide slope probably at 2,500. So we're going to go ahead and increase the descent just a little bit. Let's go 1,500 just to make sure that we are better safe than sorry for purposes of this video. Watch our speed there. Swap back to our first autopilot. So remember what I said. You can only do the one autopilot until you hit the approach. And we're about to see that in just a minute. But like I said, remember both autopilots will be on when we do this. They both have to be on for this to work. Alright.
Airspeed full. Airspeed full.
Should focus on my airspeed. Some more flaps down. Alright, we're going to watch this diamond. Like I said, we're just going to have the approach diamond and we're going to capture just that one diamond. We're going to click approach once it is centered. And then we'll just click the second autopilot. And then from there, we do nothing.
Airspeed full. Airspeed full.
All right. It's going to go down to 15. We're about to capture. Getting close. Boom. Just like that, guys. So y'all saw what I did there. I clicked approach as soon as it was centered. Then right after that I clicked autopilot B. So now you see autopilot A and B are both lit up. And the reason that they're both able to be lit up is because I clicked approach. From this point here, we just need to watch our speed. Get our flaps fully down. We set our RTO to 3. Oh, I'm sorry, not our RTO, our anti-skids to 3. RTO would be reject to takeoff. Alright, go ahead and work ourselves down to full flaps. No, just watch our speed, guys, and make sure the plane doesn't do anything weird, and we're going to come in like butter. The plane's going to flare itself. It's automatically going to disengage autopilot when the wheels touch the ground. So once again, just to re-go over what we just did. So, like I said, got to have a flight plan that has a ILS runway at the end of it. Then when you are ready to start getting prepared to capture the glide slope, you're going to need to go to your inlet reference and your FMC. There you will see the course, you will see the ILS frequency. You're going to put the course in, your course selector up there like I did where it says 285. You're going to key in the ILS frequency and the left and right nav frequency boxes down there like we did. Key that in, you're going to hit swap, make sure that it's active. And then from there, we're going to drop down to 3,000 feet usually or below. And then we're going to wait for the one magenta diamond traffic. Someone's on the runway. TCAS going off. But you're going to wait for that one diamond, the approach diamond, to center up, and you're just going to click approach. You're not going to do any localizer. You're just going to click approach. And as soon as you click approach and it's captured, you will then click autopilot B. Then you'll have both autopilots on, and you will then have, like you see in front of us, GS glide slope lit up right there, letting you know that it is captured.
500.
That simple in this plane. This is a Cat 3.
400. 300.
And you're going to see on the screen in front of me, when right before the plane flares and goes through the flare, it will actually say flare.
100. 50. 30.
Here we go.
20. 10.
Controls are now backline. Look at how smooth and amazing that was, guys. Plane completely landed itself, and it was that simple to do. Literally that simple. Well, guys, I hope this helps y'all out. Let me know if y'all guys have any questions about this or need any more help with this. I'll continue having more tutorials coming out. That's the autopilot disengage alarm. Oh, you want to do it? I just need to click the alarm. There we go. But yeah, guys, I'll continue my tutorials on this plane as we explore more. This is a very beginner-friendly tutorial on how to do this. I will be doing one again that has a much more extensive version of this. You'll see the eyebrow windows up there, guys. I just realized this, but you can go into your FMC down there under your aircraft, and you can get those on page 14 under equipment, and you can have those eyebrow windows up there. They look amazing. Till next time, guys, I'm Pilot 83. Come join the Discord in the description below. Come follow me on Instagram. It's also down below. It's my name, Pilot0083. We are doing a shirt giveaway on Sunday for our Discord for the best butter landing. So come, yeah, you might win a free t-shirt, guys. Come submit your video. Till next time, guys. Peace. If you made it this far, thank you so much. If you like this video and you feel like I earned your subscription, please hit that subscribe button and that like button so you don't miss out. Until next time, guys, see you in the air.